Okay guys, hello and welcome to the Mist of Pandaria beta. I'm back with the warrior again, the pre-made level 85 warrior. I am going to go through talents, specs, and things like that for you guys. Some of the changes, some of the new things they've added, some of the things they've removed from the game, and things like that. Just kind of going to go over it as quickly as possible because my other one, I wanted it to be this video, but it turned into something else, and it wasn't bad. I actually thought it was a good video, so I uploaded it anyways. Um, I know a lot of other people have already read these abilities off, just gone through like that. So I'm gonna do that pretty quickly here. Juggernaut, level 15. These are level 15 abilities. Um, Juggernaut, you can charge every 12 seconds instead of every 20 seconds, which is probably the ability I would be going with. Double time. You can use charge twice before incurring its cooldown, which is really nice. Against specific classes, it would be amazing, like mages. I said that in the other video. Double time looks really nice. I would be choosing between these two for PvP for sure. Warbringer is crap. You can charge your charge also knocks down or knocks targets to the ground for 3 seconds. So it's a 3-second stun. Probably shares DR with other stuns. And I'm pretty sure charge already stuns for like a second. Not really seeing the benefit there, so I get an extra like massive cooldown for an extra 2 seconds of a stun. Really not worth it. Enraged regeneration. It instantly heals you for 10% of your total health. And addition, I can't read, and an additional 10% over 5 seconds. So a total of 20% health, a total of 20% healing, and it's on demand, 1 minute cooldown. Second wind is whenever you struck by a stun or an immobilizing effect, you generate 20 rage. Which is really nice, over 10 seconds. So 2 rage per second. I don't know. That's kind of cool, I guess. Whenever you take direct damage, you have 10% chance to regenerate 10% of your total health over 10 seconds. So, second wind definitely has more healing potential than enraged regeneration. Because I don't see an internal cooldown listed. I'm sure it has one. I don't know what that is, if they've changed it or whatever they've done with it. This ability, if it doesn't have an internal cooldown and it can proc one after another, is going to be really good against rogues. What are those called? Feral druids. Basically, any class that has fast attack speed and a lot of direct damage and no real indirect damage. So definitely going to be really good. Impending victory. Instantly attacks the target, causing 5,000 damage and healing you for 10% of your maximum health, which is it's really good. I've had it crit for 10, 12k a couple times that I've used it, so it's a decent attack. It's not bad. And killing an enemy yields experience and honor, resets the cooldown of impending victory, and causing your next impending victory to heal you for 20% instead of 10%, which is a massive boost. Like in the last video, you guys saw that impending victory, when it's glyphed, healed me for about 12k, a little bit more, almost 13. And in after a killing blow, after it resets the cooldown, it healed me for almost 40k. So, I mean, you could use that, get a killing blow even if you were lucky. So, I mean, you could use Impending Victory and then Impending Victory, just one after another, real quick, if you did it right, if you timed it correctly, which is really, really nice. That's a lot of healing. I actually think I might take that ability over Second Wind, but those two are very close. I'd have to see how that turned out. or how that works out in Arena at level 90. Staggering Shout, totally useless, kind of. It causes all enemies within 20 yards that are snared to become rooted for 5 seconds. So, basically, shoot, it would work really good. Warrior Hunter teams would work really well together. It would work really well in sequence with your improved hamstring. I'm not sure if they left improved hamstring in the game. That's something I'm going to have to test later. I might put that in this video, I might not. But if you have improved hamstring right before that falls off, you could snare them in place for another 5 seconds and basically hold someone in place for a good duration, which is really nice. Piercing Howl snares all enemies within 20 yards, reduces their movement speed by 50% for 15 seconds. It's an AoE hamstring. Hamstring has the same rage cost, has the same cooldown. The only difference is this is AoE. So basically, if this stays the same, you can take hamstring off of your bars, especially if you're not going to be using Staggering Shout. And if you have Piercing Howl, you're not going to be using Staggering Shout. So basically, hamstring's gone if you use this. Disrupting Shout interrupts all spellcasting within 10 yards and prevents all spells that are in that school from being cast for 4 seconds. That is really, really nice. You could basically AoE silence everyone if you caught them at the right time. Like, two casters are standing next to each other. It's like, bam, no damage for 4 seconds. This is probably my favorite. Piercing Howl is a really close second. I honestly don't know which one I'm going to take for arenas. It would really depend on my comp. But if I do WMP, if that's still good, like my favorite comp besides TSG is WMP, and if I do that, I will definitely be grabbing Piercing Howl. Level 60 talents, Bladestorm, don't get it, not gonna read it. Shockwave. Shockwave sends a wave of force in frontal cone before you, causing 7,752 damage and stunning all enemies within 10 yards for 4 seconds. This is the PvP ability, in my opinion. This is what you want, for sure. Dragon's Roar seems more of like an AoE damage ability for raids. If you look at it, though, like Shockwave actually has more damage output than Dragon's Roar. If Shockwave did 7,000 damage every single time, and Dragon's Roar did 20,000 damage every single time, 3 times 7, a little bit more damage than Dragon's Roar. So, I don't know. Dragon's Roar would definitely come out higher on recount, though, that's for sure. And you would be able to potentially get more targets with it. So, PvE talent, Dragon's Roar, PvP talent, Shockwave. I say Shockwave because I'm pretty sure, we're going to go through the actual talents here in a second, but I'm pretty sure they got rid of Throwdown, which is kind of sad, so you need Shockwave in a way. Mass Spell Reflect. Your Spell Reflect protects you from an additional spell, so you get 2 Spell Reflects for 1 cast. And spell protects your party and protects your party and raid members within 20 yards of you from a single spell for 5 seconds. So that is awesome. I mean, that has so much utility in Arena, for sure. Just amazing utility in Arena. Safeguard. Run at a high speed towards your party or raid member, removing all movement impairing effects upon you, intercepting the target, intercepting the next melee ranged attack made against them, and reducing their damage taken by 20% for 6 seconds. That is really, really nice. I don't know. That actually, that would be, depending on your comp, I guess, could be useful over Spell Reflect. It's actually really good. Safeguard is really good. Vigilance, I would not get for Arena. You're basically just asking to get yourself killed, and make it really hard on your healer. But it focuses your focuses your protective gaze on a party or raid member, transferring 30% of their damage taken to you for 12 seconds. During the duration of vigilance, your taunt has no cooldown, and attacks against the target cause you to become enraged. That is really nice, in my opinion. Would work really well in an RBG. Like, if you were on defense with your flag carrier and he was taking a lot of damage, hit him with a vigilance, put shield wall on, GG. I mean, that's 30% damage reduction on top of, say, if he was a warrior, he popped shield wall on top of the 30% damage reduction. You're not going to hurt him. I mean, they could have crazy stacks, and you're not going to hurt him. It's just going to be ridiculous. Vigilance is going to be awesome for RBGs. Mass Spell Reflect, Arena, Safeguard, potential for Arena, but you already have your Intervene, so yeah. Avatar transforms you into an unstoppable Colossus for 20 seconds, increasing your damage dealt by 20% and causing your attacks to generate 50% extra rage. While transformed, you are immune to movement impairing effects. Avatar is going to be amazing. If they leave it the way it is going to be the spell that I take for sure. It's got amazing PvE potential. It's got amazing PvP potential because of the movement impairing effects. I'm not 100% sure. It's something I'm going to have to try, but there is a glyph for warriors that if you glyph for it, it increases your movement speed by 20% while enraged. And what I'm wondering is, does Avatar count as an enrage? Because if it does, you get the 20% movement speed on top of your immune. Mages are going to have a hard time running away, which is going to be awesome. Bloodbath. Your special attacks cause the bloodbath effect for the next 12 seconds. Sorry, for the next 12 seconds. Bloodbath. Your target bleeds for an additional 30% damage of the triggering attack over 6 seconds. While bleeding, the target moves at 50% reduced speed. That has a lot of PvP potential as well. It's a really, really nice talent. I would still take Avatar over it. If Avatar goes live the way it is, Avatar is going to be what we want to take. Bloodbath, if they nerf this by much, then it's really not going to be too great. And what we're going to want to do is go with Bloodbath, I think. So, Stormbolt. This is a 100% PvE ability. And here's why. It hurls your weapon at an enemy, causing 100% weapon damage and an additional 300% weapon damage to the targets, and to targets that are permanently immune to stun. So 300% weapon damage to targets like raid bosses that you cannot stun. It does 100% weapon damage and stuns to targets that you can stun. So it would have some PvP implications, but you really, really don't want that. And it's only a 30-second cooldown. So I would definitely take this for PvE warriors. You know, actually, now that I kind of think about it, if you combine Shockwave and this, you could be stunning people quite often. Like, just stun, 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 almost every 10 seconds, for the most part. I mean, that could be really nice as well, but I still think I'm going to go with Avatar. Okay, let's look at glyphs real quick. Glyphs, Blitz. Your charge stuns an additional 2 nearby targets. That's in the game already. Everybody kind of knows what that does. Bloodthirst, or Glyph of Bloodthirst. This is PvE. Increases your healing of Bloodthirst by 100%. Yeah. Bull Rush increases the duration of your charge stun by 0.75 seconds. Yeah. Cleaving increases the number of targets hit by your cleave by 1. That is PvE. Colossus Smash gives your Colossus Smash also applies the Sunder Armor effect to your target. Also applies to the Sunder. That sounds like it's phrased wrong. But it just applies the Sunder Armor effect. PvE. Glyph of Death from Above reduces the cooldown of Heroic Leap by 15 seconds. That is awesome. I definitely want that one for sure in PvP. And Rage Speed, this is the one I was talking about. While enraged, you move 20% faster. That's pretty sick. I like that a lot. Furious Sundering reduces the cost of Sunder Armor by 100%. That's pretty cool. PvE though. Gag Order. Your Pummel and Heroic Throw also silence the target for 3 seconds. That is pretty good, actually. Gag Order might be something I'd be looking at taking. Hamstring. Glyph of Hamstring. When you spend Rage to apply Hamstring, the Rage cost of your next Hamstring is reduced by 100%. So basically, you can spam Hamstring and have it only cost Rage once every other time. It doesn't say anything about an internal cooldown. Heavy. What is this? Heavy Repercussions. While your shield block is active, your shield slam hits for an additional 50% damage. That's pretty cool. I don't think I'd be taking that in PvE. PvP. That sounds kind of like a tanking thing. Hoarse Voice reduces the cooldown of your rage generation of what the hell? Reduces the cooldown of rage generation of your battle and commanding shout by 50%. The rage generation. I'm confused by that. I'm gonna have to look and see what that actually does. Improves the damage of your next revenge by 50% following a successful parry. That could be really useful for Fury PvP. Or sorry, not Fury PvP. What am I thinking? I put that together in my brain wrong. Don't even listen to me. Long Charge increases the range of your charge by 5 yards. Okay. Mortal Strike. When your Mortal Strike is affecting a target, healing effects on you increase by 10%. I like that one. I'm actually using that one here. So that is actually really nice, especially for arenas. Overpower. Cleave hits increase the damage of your next overpower by 10%. That I don't know if you can use overpower as Fury. I don't think you can. I don't see why you would be cleaving instead of. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. This glyph seems kind of useless to me though, just the way I'm looking at it now. Raging Wind. Your raging blow hits increase the damage of your next whirlwind by 10%. That is definitely DPS PvE. Recklessness. Recklessness no longer increases damage taken. That is awesome. That's already in game though, so. Glyph of Resonating Power increases the damage and cooldown of Thunderclap by 50%, whatever. Glyph of Root Interruption successfully interrupts a spell with sorry, I just went brain dead. Successfully interrupts a spell with Pummel, increases your damage by 5%. That is that a? I don't know. I thought that was a talent in Live, not a glyph. Shield Slam. Your Shield Slam now dispels one magical effect. Okay. Shield Wall. Same thing as Live. Glyph of Spell Reflection reduces the cooldown of Spell Reflection and Mass Spell Reflection by 5 seconds, which is OP now considering the fact that Spell Reflection is actually on a 15-second cooldown now. Glyph of Sweeping Strikes reduces the duration of Sweeping Strikes by 50%, but hits one extra target. Okay. Glyph of Thunderclap increases the radius of your Thunderclap by 2 yards. Not exciting. Glyph of Victory Rush, it increases the healing received by 50%. Glyph of Whirlwind increases the radius of your whirlwind by 4 yards. Yeah, nothing exciting. Glyph of Insight, that is for tanking. I do believe. Your Devastate, yeah, Devastate is tanking. Not even gonna read it. None of the minor glyphs actually do anything. Blood Curdling, your shouts and commanding shouts terrify small animals. Oh my god, sorry, I just hit my mic. Bloody Healing increases the healing you receive from bandages by 20% while Deep Wounds is active. Sigh. Glyph of Burning Anger, you guys saw my complaint about that right here. Epicness. Right? Not really. Crow Feast. I don't think this one's actually working, because I've used Execute a couple times, and what this does is your Execute critical strikes summon a flock of carrion birds. What? I mean, what? Whatever. Glyph of Enduring Victory. When your Victory Rush or Impending Victory heal you, you grow slightly larger. Okay. Nothing again. Glyph of Gushing Wounds. Your bloodthirst critical strikes are even bloodier than normal. Yeah. Glyph of Intimidating Shout. All targets of your intimidating shout now tremble in place instead of fleeing in fear. That doesn't really work too well for warriors. It's more of a warlock thing. This is kind of useless. Mystic Shouts. Yes. Mystic. Your battle shout and commanding shouts cause you to hover in the air for 1 second. Yes. Hover. Thunder Strike. Your Thunderclap visual includes lightning strikes. Blazing Trail, which is actually not in the game right now. Your charge leaves a trail of fire in its wake. If you're going to charge, why not do it with style? Okay. I can show you what this does real quick. We'll do that. Why not? Please tell me I have a shout somewhere. Oh my god. Let me grab it real quick. Okay, here we go. You ready? Owned. Yeah. I just did that. What you gonna do? Okay. Now on to the abilities. Battle Shout, same thing. Wait. Yep, same thing. 1 minute cooldown still. Battle Stance increases the rage generation from your normal melee attacks by 100%, which is pretty nice. Berserker Rage. Pretty sure the same thing. Berserker Stance, same thing, kinda. Generates rage from damage taken. What? 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 Berserker Stance, rage. What? Why? Okay, so apparently you don't generate rage from battle stance anymore when you take damage. It's just in Berserker Stance, because that makes total sense. I mean, why not? No. That's just dumb. Charge to an enemy, stunning them for 1.5 seconds, generates 20 rage, blah, 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 blah. Cleave, same thing. Execute. Okay. attempts to finish off a wounded foe, causing 54,000 physical damage. Only usable on enemies that have less than 20% health. That is epic. Disarm, same thing. Die by the sword increases your parry chance by 100% and reduces the damage taken by 20% for 8 seconds. I like that. 2-minute cooldown, not bad. That is Arms and Fury now. Right now on live, that is only Fury, I do believe. Defensive stance decreases damage taken by 50%. I'm not even going to read all of that. It's just defensive stance. Colossus Smash. Smash this target for 100%, 175 damage, 175% weapon damage, plus 420, and weakens their defenses, allowing your attacks to entirely bypass 100% of their armor for 6 seconds. Yes, it is back to 100%. Get owned. I like that. I do believe on live it is not 100% anymore. I know they nerfed it, unless they buffed it while I was gone, because I hadn't played in a long time and I just came back. Okay, next page. Hamstring aims your target, reducing their movement speed by 50% for 15 seconds. 10 rage, same thing. Heroic leap, same thing. Heroic strike, same thing. Heroic throw, same thing. 50% weapon damage, blah blah blah. Only you can talent for it to silence now. Intervene, same thing. Intimidating shout, it's a fear with 1-minute cooldown. Mortal strike, 6-second cooldown, generates 10 rage, 150% weapon damage. Yes. Overpower, it is procced by itself and Mortal Strike. 100% proc off of Mortal Strike and 30% proc off of itself. Pummel is a silence. It interrupts. Same thing. Rallying Cry, same thing. 3-minute cooldown. Recklessness, 5-minute cooldown. Same thing. Shattering Throw, same thing. Shield Wall reduces all damage taken by 40% for 12 seconds. Same thing. Requires shield. Slam. Slams the opponent for 200% weapon damage plus, yeah. You don't have to slam spec anymore. Cool. Spell Reflection. 15-second cooldown, bitches. That's all I have to say about that. Sunder Armor is Sunder Armor. Sweeping Strikes is Sweeping Strikes. Same thing. Taunt. Not PvP. Don't care. And it is what it says. Throw. Yeah. Thunderclap. Blast enemies within 8 yards, 6,000 damage, and applies and a weakened blows effect. Weakened blows demoralizes the target, reducing their physical damage dealt by 10%. So it is demoralizing shout, in other words. Victory Rush is Victory Rush. Whirlwind is still Whirlwind. Blood and Thunder. Your Thunderclap now applies deep wounds, which is awesome. So Thunderclap is basically necessary. Deep wounds, passive, your Mortal Strike, Bloodthirst, and Devastate. Okay. Why didn't, instead of adding this, why didn't they just add it to that? Oh, it's only Arms and Protection that does that. Devastate causes your bleed, or causes the target to bleed for 13,000 damage over 15 seconds. Awesome. By the way, guys, Rend, gone. No more. It is no longer needed to use, or needed to waste a global cooldown. Which is basically what it is, but you need to do it to overpower. Enrage. It is Enrage still. It procs off critical hits or whatever, it's passive. Mastery. Strikes of the opponent is Arms Mastery. Grants 25% chance for your melee attacks to instantly trigger an additional melee attack for 55% of normal damage. Mastery still sucks for Arms. Passive parry, yeah. Plate Specialization, okay. Seasoned Soldier, okay. Sudden death. Your melee hits have 6% chance to reset the cooldown of your Colossus Smash. Same thing. Taste of blood. You have 100% chance for your mortal strikes. For your mortal strike, wow, lost my place. You have 100% chance for mortal strike to enable the use of overpower, and 30% chance of your overpower to enable the use of an additional overpower. That could proc multiple times in a row the way it's worded. Whether it actually will, I have no idea. It's something we'll find out. Okay, on to new abilities that I don't have yet because I am not level 87. Demoralizing Banner. Actually, that looks like they removed something because there was a level 90 ability. But Demoralizing Banner throws down a war banner that decreases the damage dealt by all enemies within 30 yards of the banner by 10%, lasts 15 seconds. That's pretty cool. Mocking Banner throws down a banner that forces all enemies within 15 yards of the banner to focus and attack the warrior for 6 seconds. Lasts 30 seconds. 3-minute cooldown on these, by the way. Basically, what they did is took like the Mocking Shout or whatever the hell it was and made a banner out of it, and level 87 now. It's just an AoE taunt. That's kind of stupid. Skull Banner. Throw down the war banner that increases the critical damage of party and raid members within 30 yards of the banner by 20%. Lasts 10 seconds. That could actually be really good stacked with Avatar. And it's really useful in PvE as well. War Banner. What is War Banner? Oh my god. Throw down War Banner within 30 yards of the within 30 yards to intimidate your enemies or inspire your allies. You can intervene to your War Banner. That is cool. Choose from among the following effects each time War Banner is used. Oh, that's cool, I guess. I'm not sure why they made that a passive. So basically there's these 3 banners and then the passive at level 87. Those are all the arms abilities. I'm not going to go through Fury abilities or Prot abilities because I don't play Fury and I don't play Prot because I'm cool. But yeah, that is the basic changes and basically everything that you need to know about warriors in Cataclysm, or wow, I said Cataclysm, in Mist of Pandaria. So those are the changes and everything, and before I totally go insane from reading out loud for so long, I am going to end this video, and I will see you guys next time.